Good morning, students. This is second part of lesson number 15, sound. Students, we know that vibrating object produce sound. In sitar, it is a string. In tabla, it is stretch membrane. And in flute, it is air column which vibrate and produces sound. That is about how musical instruments produces sound. But we human also produce sound. It means that there is a specific part of our body which undergo vibration to produce sound. Which part it is? Let us find it out. Either speak a little loudly or sing a song or produce humming sound like a bee and put your finger on your throat. Do you feel some vibrations? Yes, you will feel vibrations at your throat. Throat contains pharynx and larynx, and in human, sound is produced in the larynx or the voice box. While swallowing food, we can feel with our finger a hard bump that seems to move. This is larynx or voice box. It is at the upper end of windpipe. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box or larynx in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them for the passage of air. When the lungs force air through the slit, the cords start vibrating, producing sound. Muscles attached to the vocal cord can make the cords tight or loose. The frequency of the sound produced depends on the length and the thickness and also the tension in the cords. The frequency increases with the increase in the tension of the cord, and it decreases with increase in the length or the thickness of the cord. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type or the quality of voice is different from that when they are loose and thick. As voice quality depends on the length of the vocal cords, the voice of male, female and children are different. Vocal cords are 20 cm in length in male, about 15 cm in female and even smaller in children. Let us try an activity to study working of human larynx. Take a rubber strip out of an unused bicycle tube. Place these two pieces one above the other and stretch them tight. As the air blows through the gap between the rubber strip, a sound is produced. Human larynx works in a similar way. We know that sound can be produced using loudspeakers. This figure shows you the internal construction of a loudspeaker. It consists of a permanent magnet. A coil is wound around it, and if a current flows through the coil, it generates magnetic field. If two magnets are brought near each other, they move depending on their positions. It means there is a repulsion between similar poles of magnet and attraction between these similar poles of magnet. In the same way here, depending on the magnetic field created due to the coil moves back and forth. The frequency and the amplitude of the motion of the coil depends on the variation in the current through the coil. As the coil moves, the conical screen also moves back and forth. The vibrations of the screen produce sound waves in the air. If you gently touch the vibrating screen, you can feel the vibrations. Very loud sound can be produced by changing the current flowing through the coil. Therefore, loudspeakers are used in public places. But if sound level is around 100 decibels, the sound can be harmful to us. Therefore, there must be limit on the loudness of the loudspeaker. We should take care that others are not disturbed when we study sound and its production. Sound pollution is a major cause of affecting the environment and social health. Hence, we should find ways to avoid sound pollution.